writers. I'm Carrie. I'm here to talk to you about your Take It Outside box, which is our July box that we sent you with your Writer's Box subscription. The first thing you do when you get a box is you always open the Writer's Guide. Inside the Writer's Guide, we have all the details and everything you need to make sense of the box. So our first thing it talks about inside the Writer's Guide is your writer's blanket. Now the writer's blanket, we hope this is a special blanket that you can use outside, and every time you sit on it, it inspires great writing. Use it in your backyard, use it on your trampoline, use it in the mountains, use it on the beach, use it wherever you have your notebook and your pen and you're ready to write outdoors. The next thing it talks about in your writer's guide is to observe and sit and look at the world around you along with your little notebook we sent you. Now the notebook is kind of small, which is perfect for going outside. And our challenge to you is to look around outside and to write down, see if you can make 10 observations. What is it that you notice outside? Right now I'm sitting in my house, but I can hear outside a lawnmower going. I can also hear an airplane going overhead. Those are things that you might hear. You also might see a bird. You might see a dog. You might see a little child, like your neighbor running across the grass. These are all observations that you can make in your book. After you have a bunch of observations, and you might do this lots of times, challenge yourself to take a character and put that character in that space. If you wrote about your backyard, write a scene with a character in the backyard and try to include details from your observations in your scene. Now we put in the box an example of this. Emily wrote right here, she has 4 observations of things she noticed looking out her window. And then she wrote a scene about a little girl who's receiving a package. Now, these examples that we put inside the box, they're there to help you to try and make the things we're trying to explain easier, because this is the closest we can come to like being right there beside you, is giving you these examples. So read through the example and see if you can find in Emily's paragraph, where did she use setting details? It's something that sometimes writers forget, is they have characters that are having problems and having adventures, but we have to make sure we put them in a place. So that is what this box is about, is like really thinking about the place. The next thing it talks about in your writer's guide is the sidewalk chalk. Now the sidewalk chalk is, we have some ideas for you to write inspiring messages on the pavement, ask questions and leave the chalk out for friends to write their answers, and then write directions to an outdoor challenge for your family to do. We hope that you have a lot of fun with the sidewalk chalk and you decorate your sidewalk with all kinds of great writing. The last thing we wanted to talk about that's in your box is your hummingbird feeder. Now the hummingbird feeder, we put directions of what to put inside. It's just a little bit of sugar water, and we hope that you hang it outside on a tree and you can observe and watch lots of birds coming to your hummingbird feeder. And as you're watching, as a writer, you're always paying attention to things, and those birds and those like little things that you notice outside, they probably are going to show up in your stories. So we're excited for you to have a great month of writing, and we will see you next month. Next month is our Dream Weaver box, and we'll be using our dreams to help us come up with all kinds of stories. So as you're writing, if you have a great story you want to send us, we'd love to hear it. We'd love to see it. We're also including in this email down below, it'll have a Flipgrid code. And the Flipgrid is an awesome way that you can share your writing with other writers and get lots of feedback and lots of high fives for all the great work you're doing. So see you later. Thanks.